Every time I think we're getting ahead or we're getting good news, the ugly head of Carlos Tavares comes right back up and just bites us in the ass. Stellantis has issued another recall, and this isn't on older trucks. This is on 2025 and 2026 Ram 1500s. They're recalling currently over 70,000 Rams. We're going to talk about that and more right after this. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. We currently are still running the giveaways for the Ram 1500 with Goodies Popcorn and the Ram 2500 Bighorn with the BGE 6.4 liter gas engine in it. You probably saw the video today at some point where we addressed the issues with the little scuffs or whatever on the paint. That truck is now up, and that's 200X entries are coming to an end. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow. I talked to the guys in New Mexico over at OBD Tech this morning, and they were like, yeah, the response has been so great, and we have to re-up our supply in terms of their OBD scanners, so they're going to pull back the 200X entries. So if you want to win that, now's the time to do it. There's the extra entries over there as well as the OBD scanner if you want to pick those up. And there's no limit on buying the extra entries. What happened, I think, with the OBD scanner is people bought like 10, 12, 15 at a clip, which, hey, I get it. It's a nice truck. If you can win a 2500 Bighorn, heavy duty truck for, $100 and something bucks in OBD scan tools, why not, right? But anyway, those are still going on. If you want to get entered, link will be in the description down below, tksgarage.bigcartel.com. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So Stellantis is recalling 72,509 Ram pickups and chassis cabs from model years 25 and 26 after 12-inch instrument panel clusters began going blank at startup while driving, cutting off safety information like brake warnings and gear position. The details: the recall covers Ram 1500, 2500, 3500, 4500, and 5500 models equipped with the 12-inch clusters built between July of 24 and November of 25. Though Stellantis estimates only 1% have the defect. The problem traces to software and clusters supplied by Marelli North America. When the clusters go blank, drivers lose brake system warnings, shift position displays while driving. A malfunction indicator light may illuminate before the cluster fails, giving some warning. Stellantis also issued a smaller recall covering 1,879 Ram 1500 Classics, 2500, and 3500 trucks from 2019 to 2020 for curtain airbag inflators that may rupture due to moisture introduced during manufacturing. This marks the fourth airbag inflator recall in this series since March of 2024. So how do you fix it if you have one of these trucks? The remedy for the cluster recall: dealers will reprogram or replace the instrument panel clusters at no charge. For the airbag recall, detailers will replace one or both curtain airbags depending on which side is affected. Owner notification letters are being sent out and drivers can check VINs here. Funny, I already got a notification, not from the letter, but something that popped up in auto check for one of my Ram trucks, because one of my Rams is a 2020, and it popped up and was like, bing, you need to do this curtain airbag. So I will be doing that. The instrument cluster thing, I don't think is just tied to Ram. We've seen, this goes back to the part suppliers and the stuff that Carlos Tavares used, okay? He was such a cheap piece of shit that he used these crap small, he shortened the wiring harnesses, giving less play for stuff to work, right? So as a truck flexes or moves or whatever, you could have connections or whatever that get creaky or slightly disconnected and cause a bunch of these errors, right? Not just that, you had a haphazard group of people generating software, not having the equipment directly in front of them. It was just a really bad time at Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and a really bad time for the company of Stellantis as a whole. And this guy's decisions keep coming back to bite them in the ass. I'm hoping above hope that this is one of the last recalls we see this year because every time I'm looking at, hey, we're getting positive earnings, cash flow is looking good for the company, because full disclosure, I'm invested heavily into Stellantis. I own a bunch of the stock. So I want to see them win, obviously, right? I have a vested interest in seeing the company win, but I'm also a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram fan. So I just want to see the brands succeed. And watching them resurrect like a phoenix from the ashes has been great. I just want to see that trajectory keep going like this and not, and we have to do this for a while before we go back up because we're dealing with Carlos Tavares bullshit issues. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.